T-Man 1978 here. I just found this guy, Gears, in Eclipse, and I don't feel like waiting until I get all the way home to open him to check him out, so I'm going to start this review here while I'm at work on my lunch break for any whistleblowers. Anyway, here he is in his packaging. Him in Eclipse. Okay, now let me get my bio reading voice together. Put these two Autobots in an outpost and nothing will get past their watch. You just might not want to join them while they're at it. Autobot Gears is always grumbling about something, even if there's nothing actually going on. Autobot Eclipse might be his perfect partner. He barely speaks at all. His microprocessors are too busy computing everything that could possibly go wrong. His doomsday scenarios can keep Autobot Gears going for hours, training his infrared sensors for any hint of enemy signal. And here is the tech spec for Autobot Gears. Pause to look at. And Autobot Eclipse. And here we go. They're out of the packaging and they're vehicles now. I'm going to move Gears out the way. Yeah, Gears. I'm not going to keep calling them Autobot Gears. Everybody should know by now that they're Autobots. Hasbro lost the trademark to just call him Gears, so he has to be Autobot Gears. Now, Eclipse. I guess he's a military drone. He's the exact same mold as Flanker here that came with Swerve. Nothing's different besides the coloring, and they inverted the Autobot logos. But everything else is exactly the same. They're the exact same details. Just a different coat of paint. And yes, this paint sucks on Flanker, so it started chipping there. To transform Eclipse, you just pull this back and bam, he's a robot. I guess you could pull his wings back, but he's a robot. The only articulation he has, focus, is these arms rotate 360. But that's about it. Yay, I'm proud to be a robot. Now, let me try to zoom in on this. Well, that's about as good as I can get on his face. But he doesn't have any details anyway. It's just a big yellow clump of plastic. And of course, since he's like a micro master, target master mix, he has a third mode, which you get access to by pulling this down, lifting a chest forward, and bringing his face behind his butt. Bring this handle down, and bam, now he's a triple barrel gun. Now let's bring in Gears. It was just a blue pickup truck. His windshield, it looked gray to me earlier, but now, just like it's coming off on camera, it's like a really, really, really light sky blue. But he has painted rims, which I love. Painted details in the hitch. They painted the bumper. You can see the rest. It's the exact same thing as Swerve here. Now I'm going to run through a few play options you have with Gears and Eclipse in vehicle mode. You can put Eclipse here in gun mode into the port up top. And now he can have a gun that can rotate everywhere. Or you can flip him around, change him back to vehicle mode, and have a rocket powered truck. Or I guess you could bring them back to gun mode rocket-powered truck like this. But let me get to the transformation, which is extremely simple. Just unflip this, and as you're unflipping that, this hinge right here will go back. Separate here, bring these arms down, and bring this hood back, and bam, he's transformed. He's a nice little robot. I love this mode. I liked it already on Swerve. The major gripe that everybody probably is going to have is his head mode. Like, if you look at the packaging here, his head is a big chunk of the front of the truck with a big face in the middle. But what they decided to do here is give him that same head mold, but make it just a small little head in between the truck chunk, which is a little bit off. It makes it look like it's almost Megatron, or maybe even Brawn or some other character. You can't really tell, but he does have blue paint on his eyes, but it looks almost completely silver. But other than that, if you can like look past that, I love posing this mold. Like, his arms can move up. It can move, the shoulders can move up even a little bit more if you move that back panel back. They're on the ball jointed elbows, ball jointed hips. And then of course these knees can do a major bend right there because of the transformation. So I like to do all types of dynamic poses with him. I need to get a stand one day. And lastly, well, not completely lastly, the head can be accessed to go up and down if you move that back panel. And you can give him a sort of ab crunch if you bend this joint back like this, but that kind of looks a little bit weird. But let me show him off with his weapon. Pow, 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 pow. And since I have Swerve over here, I'll show him with dual guns. Get out of here. This little thing is hard to get to. It has grooves, but it's still hard to get to. So this is an option. I'm going to bring in Swerve now for robot mode comparison. Basically, besides color scheme, the only difference is their face sculpts. Everything is completely identical. Like, I don't know if it's picking up on the camera, but the silver in their legs, Swerve's is a little bit more flat, whereas Gears looks like it has a little bit of silvery flake in it. It's really, really, really hard to see, but it's a slight difference, making Gears look a little bit more, I don't know, rusty. But now I'm going to flip through some other comparisons. Here's Gears next to Classics Reveal the Shield Bumblebee, Reveal the Shield Wind Charger, and Generations Warpath on the back. Now, I commend Hasbro for trying to get us every single character from Generation 1 that they didn't give us thus far. And depending on your opinion, they've given us everybody from the first 2 years so far, minus Brawn. They gave us a Brawn in the Legions class, which is even smaller than Gears. But I don't count him because he's not an upscale, larger figure with posability like these guys here. But that brings me to one of my only problems with Gears, besides the head sculpt. With this line changing and evolving over the course of the past 8 years, there's no consistency. Bumblebee is a small deluxe size, and he came out during a time when classics were only deluxe or Voyagers. When Windcharger came out, they were trying to stick to deluxes, but they gave us also scout classes, and he's scout class. I guess if Bumblebee would have came out during that time, or if they would have decided to give him a new mold, Bumblebee would have been a scout. But now they aren't even making scouts anymore. We just have these Legends figures, which are, I guess, if they didn't come with this guy, he could have been a little bit more closer to Windcharger's height. But I don't know. If you don't want to buy the third-party figures that's out representing Gears, and you want to do only Hasbro, I think this is a very good alternative. I love him. I like this mold. I wish he was taller, but at the end of the day, I'm going to enjoy him just like I enjoy Swerve, because they are very, very posable. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, please like, subscribe. I'll try to have more videos out soon. See ya.